girl?
A pedi.
What you want to be?
A vet.
What you want to be, girl?
A pediatrician.
You better. You better. You better.
What's up, MedGirl Squad? It's future Dr. Rezi here again. First and foremost, happy Halloween. Hope everyone's having a fun time, getting all the candy, showing off that costume that you got. I see you. I see you. As for me, I'm studying, but I hope everyone's having a great day. Had a great day so far. My name is Resume, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Resume Uye, and I am the author, illustrator of a children's book called Girls for Medicine. And this book is meant to encourage kids, especially Black and brown girls, to pursue careers in healthcare. Why? Because representation matters. And I'm so excited for any of y'all who are watching this evening, because I have once again another girl in medicine, or woman in medicine, who is crushing it. And I'm so excited because this person is doing the very job that I want to do. So if you've been paying attention from any other videos, you know that I really love to work with kids, and I want to work with kids when I become a physician. I want to be a pediatrician. So there's a funny story for that, and hopefully I'll share it throughout this interview. But without further ado, I would love to introduce Dr. Olivera. Woo!
Hey, hi, MedGirl Squad. Hi, future Dr. Rezi. So happy to hear from you, and glad to hear that you're thinking about pediatrics. Awesome. I am Emma Olivera, and I am from the Windy City of Chicago.
So nice to have you on the show. It's funny because we were both trying to figure out if we should dress up as costumes, but Amazon wouldn't let me get my costume on time. So I was like, let's just forget it. So I guess we're not really dressed as physicians, but we're dressed up. So just a little bit more about Dr. Olivera. She was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. And she's a pediatrician in a private practice and is an associate clinical professor of pediatrics at her alma mater. For you guys, if y'all don't know what alma mater means, it's just the school that we went to in college. So University of Illinois at Chicago. And she is also a leadership fellow with the National Hispanic Medical Association and has held national or regional leadership positions within the Latino Medical Student Association and American Academy of Pediatrics. So we have royalty here. So I'm so excited to have you, and I'm looking forward to having a really great conversation and just sharing your journey with little girls out there who might want to become a pediatrician like you. So let's get started. We already started with the main question it was, what is your name?
Yes, my name is Emma Blanca Olivera, and I get my name actually from my grandmother.
Oh. And Dr. Olivera, what is a fun fact about you?
Well, actually, speaking of my grandmother, my dad is from Bolivia in South America, and my mom is from Cuba, which is in the Caribbean. So I am full Latina or Hispanic. And something fun fact about me is I used to be in a Bolivian dance troupe to show off our culture and our folklore.
Wow. Wait, so what did that look like, being part of that?
So in all the regions of Bolivia, they have different folkloric dances. And so we would put on shows, or even for the 4th of July, be on the parades and show different types of traditional dances with regional music from areas of Bolivia.
Okay, that's really, really cool. And then my next question is it's one of my favorite questions to ask. What is your favorite food of all time? As in, like, if you had to pick a food to take with you on a deserted island, what would it be?
It'd be my mom's food. So
Oh, good
Korean food,
answer. Good answer.
white rice, black beans, plantains, and some pork or some type of meat. I'm all for it.
Whoa, you want a full meal. I talked about one food. One food.
I guess rice.
Okay. I was just like, you're covered for the rest of your life with all of those.
I'm not dumb.
Great answer. I would have said my mother's food as well, but for me, it's always been French fries. That's probably not the most healthy choice, but honestly, it's just can't get enough of it in moderation.
Right.
Eat fries in moderation, children. So the next question is, what do you like to do for fun?
Actually, I love to draw, paint. I love to do everything that is in the arts. So your book actually is inspiring to me. I love it so much. And that's what I want to do when I'm all grown up is maybe do a children's book and draw or illustrate it as well. So I'm like right there with you, girl. We are in tune.
Not maybe. When you do it, I would be so excited to read that. Please do it. It's fun. It's a lot of work, but it's definitely fun and worth it. So I'm so happy to hear that. That's literally what I would have said to at this point. So my next question is, as a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Actually, I wanted to be a pediatrician since I was 4 years old. I had an
Ooh.
amazing pediatrician who was actually Bolivian, Dr. Lujan. And so he used to call me colega or colleague when I was very little.
Aw.
And so I always wanted to be a pediatrician. It's been in my blood since then.
Wow. Okay. So that sounds so cute.
Yes.
But I love that they did that because it just helped you see that wow, I actually can do it, and you had a source of encouragement at that age. For me, I wanted to be an artist, and I am, but that was my first decision that I was gonna make. My mom was trying to point me to other jobs and stuff at first, but now she's been pretty quiet. um so my next question was going to be what kind of healthcare professional you are, but we already know you are a pediatrician. But for the kids that don't know that, could you explain what you do as a pediatrician?
Sure. So a pediatrician can be also called a baby doctor, a kid's doctor, or a teenage doctor, right? So we see kids from when they're first born until they're an adult or over 18. And so I get to take care of babies when the OB-GYN or the obstetrician gets the baby, we catch the baby and check them out and do their first checkup, and we see them until they grow up. So pediatrician isn't a specialist, or their superpower is in knowing all the different things that happen in each age as they grow up. So we know what milestones they should be hitting, and we also make sure that they're caught up on something called vaccines, make sure that they stay healthy. Vaccines are products like medicine that we get in order to prevent us from getting severely ill from bad germs like viruses or bacteria. And so we take care of kids as they grow up, and that's called continuity of care.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time to explain all of those words, because I'm sure some kids who will be watching this, they're just like, hold up, I'm still stuck on the pediatrician. Where did that why can't y'all just say kid doctor instead? Why is it pediatrician? But yeah, I know you mentioned superpower, which was a really great segue to my next question, because basically the best way for me to explain to kids when it comes to specialties, you could just think of it as a superpower, as a doctor's superpower. There's something in medicine that they learned that they really want to learn more about and take the time to understand it so that they will be a specialist in that particular subject. So say if someone really wants to learn more about the heart, they decide to take some more time to learn everything they need to know for the heart so that they can be known as a heart doctor, or big word, cardiologist. I don't know why we decided to go by these names. We could just say heart doctor, but anyways, that's just an example. So for Dr. Olivera, she cares for babies, kids like you, teens, and young adults. So you all have seen her. Someone like her at this point. So thank you so much for explaining what you do as a pediatrician. But my next question is, if you could pick one superpower that's specific to your job, what would it be?
I would say calming, like those nerves that kids get when they get into the office. A lot of times they're really nervous about getting a poke. And so really calming those nerves, and that way we can have a lot of fun, get some stickers or some fun time. And so really it would be calming those nerves or those jitters when they come to the office. That would be my superpower wish.
Yes, that sounds great. I was definitely one of those kids that knew what was on the line if I didn't behave, because I'm like, Mom, I know I'm crying, but make me stop because I need to get a sticker at the end of this. I have to. I'm going to make sure to get one. Actually, that was also at the dentist too. But anyways, so if someone is watching this, a little girl or a little boy, they're watching this and they're like, oh, wow, I want to be a pediatrician too. What do they need to do to get to where you are? So in terms of school, what does that look like?
Well, first they have to be a kid at heart. Okay. 2 is they have to study hard. So we got to get through high school, and then we have to go to college, or sometimes we call that undergraduate. And so we get our college degree. Oftentimes it's a bachelor's. I have a bachelor's in science and in art. And then you can apply to medical school. And medical school is 4 years. The first 2 years are typically all the sciences, which future Dr. Rezi is doing right now. Study, study, study. And so you're learning about the anatomy or the body and how it works and what happens when it's not working like it should, and how to take care of people. And then the second 2 years, you're actually doing baby pediatrics or family medicine or surgery and learning about those different areas. And once you realize, I just want to see kids, that's when you go into residency and just do a pediatric residency. Now you can study the heart or the kid's heart and become a pediatric cardiologist, and that would take more studying or more time, which is called fellowship. I decided I just want to see everything about kids, so I stayed as a general pediatrician.
That is literally what I'm working towards. And it's hard sometimes. There's some times where it can be pretty difficult to see where you want to be and stuff, but I'm just encouraged to hear from Dr. Olivera in terms of just like I'm getting there. I'm almost there.
You're getting there.
Yeah, getting there one day at a time. That's what a lot of my classmates say. We're just taking it one day at a time. Every day is different. So my next question for you would be, say if there is someone who wants to go into the healthcare field, maybe they don't know if they want to be a doctor like you, but maybe they want to do something with animals, like be a veterinarian or be a pharmacist. What do you think are traits that's important in any healthcare professional? What traits do you think would be important for someone to have?
I think the key trait would be being a good listener or a good communicator. Because I take care of babies, babies don't talk, right? And so I
Yep.
have to be a really good listener in terms of what the parents are telling me and what the baby is telling me with their nonverbal or non-talking language. So being a good listener, a good communicator, as you know, in medicine, it's learn one, do one, teach one. And so also the information that you hear back, you should also teach back. So even a vet needs to be a good listener to their pet owner in order to get the best information on the care of their patient. And then two, I would say go-getter. You need to be a self-motivator. You need to look for opportunities for yourself because they don't always come sitting in your lap. You have to go and get it. If it's your dream, you're a go-getter, you will go and get that dream and it will be a goal accomplished. So I would say good communicator and a go-getter.
Yes, all of those, both of those are so, so important to have because there's going to be days when you're just motivated to get work done. And then there's days where it's just going to be, hard. And you might want to be like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. Or, it's not worth it. But it definitely will be, especially if you know that this is something that you can't see yourself doing anything else. And the good thing is that you're not alone either. There's a bunch of other students that are wanting to become a veterinarian or pharmacist or pediatrician just like you. And those are the people that you should stick around. When you hear someone in your class saying, I want to do something in science, and you're like, I like science too. Please be friends. Be partners and do cool science experiments with each other. Or if you want to learn how to be a important person in your community, like be a helpful person in your community, ask your teachers, is there ways for us to volunteer for the school or for any area around the school? Because all of that is going to come together when you want to go into the healthcare field, because you are also doing community service by serving people who are not feeling well, or animals that aren't feeling well. And you can be able to grow those traits early. So then my next question would be for Dr. Olivera. What advice would you give to a little girl who would be watching this and they look like you and me, and they want to be a girl for medicine too? What would you say to that little girl?
Well, one thing is I'd say you don't make any baskets unless you shoot the ball, right? You don't score any points unless you hit the ball. And so really the key is shoot your shot and go for it. Okay, because a lot of people may give you the advice, no, medicine is hard, being a vet is hard, being a nurse is hard. Sure, there are hard times, like Rezi mentions, but if you are still willing to work hard, practice, do all you can to reach that goal, you will get it, regardless of where the naysayers are coming, if they're coming from counselors, friends, family. If you are going to, go for it, you will get there. So I would say shoot your shot. That's my biggest advice.
Yes. Yes, to all of that. Can't scream because
Do
I just
it.
don't want to scare my roommate. I was just like, let me just calm down because that's a really good quote. That's a really good quote. But yes, I would also agree. Please don't let it being hard stop you, because I think there was a saying. I feel like you would know what I'm saying, where I'm going with it. It's just something worth having.
Yeah, anything worth having is worth working hard for, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think just even now, I want you all to know that if there's something that you want to do, you are going to put in that work. And I think there's so many other things that will encourage you throughout the journey, which is people who support you. But you have to be your biggest cheerleader no matter what, because there's no one like you. And I hope that every single one of you, you will continue to work hard to be the very best versions of yourselves, because the world is ready to be blessed by someone like you. There is no other person like you in the world, and I hope that the healthcare field will be blessed to have you. So there's so many other traits that I think would be very important for everyone to know if they want to go into the healthcare field. But Dr. Olivera and everything that we said so far, that's the advice we'd like to give you. So now, Dr. Olivera has a question. Are you familiar with the MedGirl Squad chant?
Yes.
Because we have reached the last question. Not yet. Not yet. Honestly, my favorite thing to do, because just the shy Resi in me always just cringes when I do this. And I just do it for you all. But yes, that was the last question. And now we're closing this episode for many, many more episodes to come. But first and foremost, Dr. Olivera, thank you so much for taking the time to be interviewed by little old me. And thank you to the people that are watching this or will watch this. But we'll end this video with the MedGirl Squad chant. And it goes like this. Dr. Olivera, if you'd like to go after me, feel free. It goes like this. MedGirl Squad!
MedGirl Squad!
Yes! My streak has not been broken! Woo! So thank you everyone for watching this video. I am so excited to have officially 100 subscribers. I'm so grateful. Yes, it's a small community, but my goal is to have as many women in medicine who are considered to be people of color, Black and brown, to just allow kids to go to somewhere and see people that look like them, especially the little Black and brown girls who may not know that they can go into the healthcare field because they may not have anyone in their family who's in it to point them to that field. So this is what this YouTube channel is for, and it is inspired by my children's book that Dr. Olivera has been so kind to gush about, because I also gush about it, but it makes me feel so happy when someone else does. But if you would like to continue watching these videos, please do make sure you subscribe and like this video, as well as turn on your notifications so you'll be the first to know when we'll have another video. Many more videos coming up soon in the month of November. But if you would like to learn more about the book that inspired this YouTube channel to begin with, Girls for Medicine, please go to my website, girlsformedicine.com. There you will be able to check out the book. And I'm actually excited because my special edition is coming November 8th. Yes. Oh, Dr. Olivera, yay! But yes, this is the special edition, and it is currently on pre-order. So please do pre-order, because I'm giving people free merch never before seen. But if you would like to follow me anywhere else, please do visit my Instagram. I'm very active on there at Girls for Medicine. I made it very simple. TikTok, making my way, trying to be silly as much as I can for the kids on TikTok at Girls for Medicine. I'm sure y'all are seeing a pattern. And I'm also on Facebook. Do you know where you can find me? Girls for Medicine. But yes, please do subscribe, follow these different social medias, just support us, and definitely get yourself a copy of the book. I will make sure to sign it to whoever that book is for. But other than that, I hope everyone have a wonderful evening. Happy Halloween to the little kids. Get all the candy. Don't let anyone stop you, not even your parents. I mean, sorry, parents. Please do watch your kids. But I hope kids have a fun time tonight. Watch all the funny Halloween movies, and everyone have a great evening. Thank you so much for watching.
Gracias, colega. Thank you so much. You're my future colleague. So
yes, and how can people follow you, Dr. Olivera?
So EB Olivera on social media, so Instagram.
Okay, well, that's it for now. See y'all soon. Bye.